What scared you in Hansel and Gretel when you were a kid? Was it the witches or being left alone in the forest?
I think being left alone in the forest was one of the scary things. We did that as I don't know why or who thought that was a good idea, but we had these games that we played when we were younger where we would be taken into a van somewhere, put in a forest or whatever, and then we would have to find our way home. It seems absolutely mortifying now, and it was then too, so I would say that I'm traumatized still.
And with this Hansel and Gretel right now, which was the funnest part being a witch?
I mean, the prosthetic makeup I'd never done before, so it certainly was an interesting challenge that I'd never had to tackle before. It was complicated and difficult and challenging, but I'm glad I got to experience it one time.
And among the powers that the witch had, what power would you want to have?
She's able to change shapes and, transform herself. It's not a bad quality to have, in addition to, being the most powerful person.
And how was director Tommy for you? Was it your first time to work with him?
Yeah, Tommy comes from Norway, and he had only done smaller movies locally there. He hadn't really worked outside of Norway, so I'd never met him before, never worked with him before, and we did a Skype conversation together. And I liked his vision and his ideas for the story and for the character, and I thought, we haven't really seen this before, Hansel and Gretel in this way as grown-ups in 3D, modernized kind of a version of it. So I took the leap of faith and went along with it.
Mm-hmm. And working with Jeremy Renner, how was that?
It was great. I remember very vividly watching him for the first time in the Hurt Locker and just being really mesmerized by his performance, and he's something really interesting and intriguing to watch as a person. So I'm thrilled I got the chance to work with him.
Mm-hmm. And you were a former Bond girl with anniversary of Bond movies this time.
Yeah.
So what do you wish for James Bond?
I wish he stays around for another 50 years. In the entire history of franchises that has lasted for 50 years, and they're now stronger than ever. The latest film, Skyfall, has made more money than any of the other ones it made before, and it surpassed all the other franchises, including Harry Potter. So it's pretty incredible that they've been able to sustain it for that long and gone with the times and changed the Bonds to different men over time, and being a woman at some point, and Bond women going along with the time and not being just objectified anymore. So I am proud to be part of that franchise, or have been part of the franchise, and it's really given me the opportunity to be part of the Hollywood film business.
Can you greet your fans in the Philippines?
Yes. Hi, I'm Famke Janssen, and you can watch me next in Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.